All right, Johnny, today we're talking about DeAndre Hopkins, last year's number one fantasy wide receiver. Pro Football Focus has him as the number 4 in yards per route run. They have that very predictive stat, so they like him to repeat in that kind of elite level. I'm most excited for the fact that Deshaun Watson will be back fully healthy. You look at those 6 games in which Watson was the starter, and you saw DeAndre Hopkins average 6 catches and 90 yards. He also added 6 touchdowns. But what makes me think that Hopkins can do this again is that even without Watson and with TJ Yates and Tom Savage last year, you look at those starts after week 8, and Hopkins added 7 more touchdowns. He's young, he's only 26, and he's proved he can play with any quarterback, Johnny. So what concerns do you have, if any, that DeAndre Hopkins can't be an elite wide receiver yet again?
I mean, the only concern at all, and I don't have any concern that he repeats as that number 1 wide receiver. It's just more so he's a little bit more volatile than Antonio Brown, which is why we don't have him ranked ahead of Antonio Brown. But when you're looking at this guy's stats, I mean, it is mind-blowing considering what he had throwing him the ball, and his worst finish was wide receiver 29. That's insane to me. You're getting a guy who's super athletic, who gets the targets, which you love. He got 19 red zone targets last year. Give me those. And this guy, you can't even double team him, because when he's double teamed or has a contested catch, he comes down with the ball 80% of the time, according to Pro Football Focus. That is just amazing. I don't care who you are, what talent you have. Those are amazing numbers. So give me DeAndre Hopkins all day of the week. I love him, especially with the healthy Deshaun Watson coming back.